Okay, for plotting fractions on a number line, you really want to see what your denominator, what you want them to be for each one. So they're usually going to, on these problems, give you a number line to plot it on. So you want to count from 0 to 1 how many spaces there are. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. I am not counting the lines, I am only counting the spaces. So there are 6 spaces between each whole number. So that means you want 6 as a denominator. So on the first one, it already has 6 as a denominator. So what you want to do is start with a number that's out front of that. If there's no number out front, you start at 0. And whatever this numerator, the top part is, you move that many lines over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so right here. You do not count the original number, like I didn't count 0. You don't count until you actually start moving. Okay, so the next one has a problem because 2/3 does not have a 6 as a denominator, so I want to make it have a 6. I'm sorry, 2/3, not 2/6. Sorry about that. So what you do is you multiply the numbers that are across from each other and divide by the number that's not circled. So 2 times 6 is 12. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So that is the number that you want to start with, the number of lines. Now you start on this problem at 1. And we are going to move over 4 lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's where you end up. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is count the number of spaces between 0 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 spaces, so that's what you want your denominator to be. So on the first one, the denominator is 10, so that's good. So the number out front tells you where to start. So you start at 2 and go over 9 lines. So starting at 2, going over 9 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you draw your dot. The next number does not have a 10 on the bottom, so we need to make it have a 10 in the denominator. You multiply the numbers that are across that you want, and then divide by the number not circled. 1 times 10 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So this time we're going to start with 1 and go over 5 lines. So start with 1, go over 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, my computer froze for a moment. Okay, so from 0 to 1, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces. That means you want 8 as the denominator. The first one already has 8, so we're going to start with 2 and go over 1 line. Start with 2, go over 1 line. There you go. The next one does not have 8 as a denominator, so you have to make it have 8. You're going to multiply and divide. 1 times 8 is 8. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So we're actually going to start at 1 and go over 2 lines right here. And that could have been simplified, but you don't want to simplify it because you're actually plotting the original fraction. If you were given a fractional answer instead of a point, then you would have to simplify.